Political realignments are already taking shape in this country. And we can now predict who is likely to work with who in 2022. For example, I can now predict that Musa Mudavadi is likely to work with Deputy President William Ruto in 2022. And although politics is dynamic, the realignments are already taking shape in this country. But in my view, Raila Odinga must work very hard to win the hearts of some 6 key political players in this country to his side if he hopes to win the presidency of the Republic of Kenya in 2022. I'm not talking about the running mate. Running mate is a totally different ballgame. I'm talking about 6 political players in this country who can help Raila Odinga win the presidency in 2022. So today I want us to look at these 6 politicians who I strongly believe can be of help to Raila Amolo Odinga. Because as at today, most of these politicians have not taken any side. They've not chosen whether they want to be with Ruto or whether they want to be with Raila Odinga or whether they are going to go independent. Let's go straight to these politicians. Number 1 is William Kabogo. William Kabogo is not your ordinary politician. William Kabogo is the immediate former governor for Kiambu County. William Kabogo at one point managed to win Juja parliamentary seat against the system. In the last election, William Kabogo believes that he was rigged out by the Deputy President William Ruto because the Deputy President feared that if he was not stopped at that stage, he was going to give him a run for his money and likely he was going to run for the presidency in 2022. So he was rigged out. Kabogo joining Raila Amolo Odinga would add value to Raila Odinga presidential bid. Raila Odinga must get votes from the larger Mount Kenya region. He must at least get 30%. And if you look at those who are supporting Raila Amolo Odinga today from the entire Mount Kenya region, none of them can match William Kabogo. Raila Odinga is missing a William Kabogo kind of individual from the entire Mount Kenya region. So if you can convince William Kabogo to support him, then I'm sure Raila Odinga will be set.
Mimi mtu ningependa kuuliza swali kwanza sahihi. Ni Tinga. Nimuulize Canaan safari ulikata ama what happened?
Sinaona kama
alisema walifika mahali akakuta mamba. Sasa mamba wameondoka hawajaondoka. You understand what I'm saying? You know, unifying Kenya when we have peace is good. But it's also not very nice that we have peace because of him.
So we
meaning he's a troublemaker. True or not true? I mean, honestly.
So we have... Okay, that one has thrown me.
Is he your guy? Anyway, I call him sometimes. Squeeze hachukui simu.
Baba chukua simu ya Kabogo bwana.
I call him and he doesn't pick. Na zamani alikuwa ukimpigia baba hata kama ni usiku.
Let's try calling him now.
Unajua sasa nikienda huko watasema I'm being sanitized.
No.
Kwa sababu unajua it's good.
Bona ujaenda Capital Hill?
Kufanya nini? I've been there before. He's my friend. Lakini sina kitu ya kusanitize. Unajua I have not heard him saying I don't sanitize.
Number 2 is Mike Mbuvi Sonko, the governor for Nairobi. Raila Odinga needs Mike Mbuvi Sonko on his side. I know this can be debatable, but the fact of the matter is Raila Odinga lacks someone like Mike Mbuvi Sonko on his side. Mike Mbuvi Sonko can help Raila Amolo Odinga to rally the support of the youths. Mike Sonko is a populist politician, which means with Mike Sonko being on the side of Raila Amolo Odinga and with the fanatical support Raila Odinga has in this country, Mike Sonko can actually sway a lot of young voters to the side of Raila Amolo Odinga. Just recently, Mike Sonko was in Kisumu for some funeral. And Mike Sonko then traveled to Kisumu. And the kind of reception Mike Sonko received in Kisumu was terrific.
Ni serikali ya handshake. Vile Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta atasema, Raila Odinga atasema, hivyo ndio sisi tutafuata. Kwa namna hiyo, mimi ningependa kuambia hivi vijana, msikubali tena kura yenu itimue kama toilet paper ama rubber stamp. Kwa sababu nyinyi mnaamka asubuhi saa 10 kutuchagua sisi viongozi, kutupanga kwa viti, alafu nyinyi mnakaa miaka 5 bila kazi, mnaitwa waizi, mnaitwa goons, mnaitwa hooligans, wanawake wanaitwa slay queens. Hiyo ujinga msikubali. Sisi tunasema hivi. Vile Uhuru atasema, akisema left, tutaenda huko left. Akisema right, tutaenda wapi? Lakini kwanza tuseme hivi. Serikali ya handshake ikiingia, kitu ya kwanza tunataka kusikia vijana wote wanapata kazi. Hii pati ya Kisumu rais amelau chapa. Hatutaki watu waletwe hapa kutoka Nairobi. Kazi ya mkono ipatiwa vijana wa Kisumu. Sio namna hiyo. Watu wanaogopa kuambia rais ukweli. Watu wanaogopa kusimama na ukweli. Wanasema ati Sonko ni mtu ya handouts. Mimi sijali, kwa maskini nitapeana handouts.
The third person, and I don't know how Raila Odinga is going to do this, is Musalia Mudavadi. I'm convinced that Musalia Mudavadi should be with Raila Odinga on one side. I know for Musalia Mudavadi to survive politically, he must contest for the presidency in 2022. But from all indications, Musalia Mudavadi is not going to win the presidency. He might not even get 10 governors. That's the reality. The race for 2022 is going to be a two-horse race. Raila Odinga versus the Deputy President William Ruto. And the fact that Kalonzo Musyoka is also going to contest. In my view, Raila Odinga should enter into an arrangement or a coalition arrangement with Musalia Mudavadi. He can decide to support Musalia Mudavadi for the presidency, or he can convince Musalia Mudavadi to support him. If that's going to happen, I can assure you Raila Odinga is going to lock the deputy president out of Western Kenya. The deputy president is banking that Musalia Mudavadi is going to run for the presidency, so that those who will not be voting for him, again, will now not vote for Raila Odinga. Instead, they will now go and vote for Musalia Mudavadi. So that in case of a runoff, the deputy president is calculating that in case of a runoff, and Musalia Mudavadi say gets like even 600,000 votes from Western Kenya, then he can now then negotiate with Musalia Mudavadi at that point. So in my view, Raila Odinga must reach out to Musalia Mudavadi and enter into some kind of arrangement with him. But as I said, it's going to be very difficult, because for Musalia Mudavadi also to survive politically, he must be on the ballot in 2022.
Niaje wase, mko vipi? Nimefikisha tuka 60. Wale walikuwa wakisema mimi ni mzae, mulisikia wapi? Niko kamili. Je, na wewe uko vipi? Sisi hapa Kenya tutaenda vipi tukienda mbele? Mimi naomba tushikane, tuwe kitu kimoja kama mbogi moja, ndio Kenya iende mbele. Ama wewe unaonaje?
Number 4, and this guy is going to interest you, is the West Pokot governor, John Lonyangapuo. This guy has something which I think can add value to Raila Odinga. John Lonyangapuo was the governor in 2013. He was elected as the governor in 2013. In 2017, the guy decided to contest for the governor, and he was easily elected. and he was elected on a Kanu ticket. The Deputy President William Ruto had a candidate, the immediate former governor, Kasapit, I think. That was the name. So this guy defeated the candidate sponsored by the Deputy President William Ruto, and the candidate was running on a Jubilee Party ticket. So which tells you one thing, that Lonyangapuo has a way with the people. And because Lonyangapuo is currently in disagreement with Kanu, Raila Odinga can reach out to him and work very closely with him. This guy is humorous. He has words and the name is already there. So for Raila Odinga to get the West Pokot votes, of course he got them last time, he needs someone like John Lonyangapuo, the professor of mathematics, on his side. I want you to listen to how this guy actually dismantled the Kanu Secretary General Nick Salat when Nick Salat threatened him. Listen to him.
Wanataka imshukuru sasa, wamefukia kuja kufuta MCS kutoka Kanu. Hapo sasa wamekusa kona mbaya. Sisi ndio tulifanya campaign, tukauza mali yetu, ndio tukapata watu wa kusimamia sisi bande hii, tukapata hata nomination. Ati mtu ya akaunti nyingine akuja afute. Salata na sign nomination na disqualification letters. Sanata na Bomet. Hakuna mtu ya Kanu hata mmoja, hata ile anasimamia deep huko kwao hakuna. Kanu yote imejaa West Pokot mpaka nafuka tayari imejaa. Alafu sasa unachelewa kukosa kazi, unakuja kufuta watu yangu bwana. Tutatafutia Salat jembe na panga aende alime shamba. Si kuja kufuta watu hapa unless you are really not normal. For us to reach where we are, usitumie nguvu yako. Kama ningetumia sahi nguvu kama mimi ni governor, ati niko na powers, hiyo unatuonyesha ni hakuna.
At number 5 is Martha Karua. Martha Karua contested for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya in 2013. Martha Karua was the reason why Mwai Kibaki retained his presidency in 2013. Martha Karua is the reason why Mwai Kibaki retained his presidency in 2007. Martha Karua was the only man standing in PNU. Martha Karua in this country is considered to be one of the reformists. So Martha Karua joining Raila Odinga, in my view, would add value on so many ways. Number one, Martha Karua cannot be really associated with the past. He can't be associated with the dynasties. Martha Karua can add value during debates. And of course, Martha Karua is a woman. The women folks can rally behind Martha Karua. And I strongly believe that Martha Karua is one lady Raila Odinga needs to talk to. In fact, if I were Raila Odinga today, I would talk to President Uhuru Kenyatta to mentor Martha Karua to take the place of Anne Waiguru in central Kenya politics. Of course, Martha Karua can be mentored by President Uhuru Kenyatta to be in the level of, say, Peter Kenneth, because the president is actually campaigning for Peter Kenneth to succeed. That's what I can observe, what I've observed in the past 2 weeks. So Martha Karua can be of help to Raila Odinga. And lastly, the last guy is Professor Kivutha Kibwana. Kivutha Kibwana is serving his second term as a governor. He wants to become the next president of the Republic of Kenya. And I know very few people will tell Professor Kivutha Kibwana the truth, that he can't be elected the president of the Republic of Kenya. Kenyans cheating him to contest will be the first ones to dump him at the ballot. But Professor Kivutha Kibwana can be strategic. He can choose a side either to join the Deputy President or to join Raila Odinga. And last week, he indicated that for him, he will be willing to work with either the Deputy President William Ruto or to work even with Raila Odinga. And because Kalonzo Musyoka will be on the ballot, and I don't think Professor Kivutha Kibwana will be working with Kalonzo Musyoka, in my view, he can now then join Raila Odinga and team up with the Charity Ngilu to help Raila Odinga. I'm not talking about in this particular post about the running mate, because running mate is totally different ball games. I'm talking about the people who can help Raila Odinga in 2022. Because these guys, they have the numbers. They can bring the numbers. If not the numbers, they can bring perception. If not perception, these guys can bring reform credentials. People like Karua, people like even Kabogo doesn't have much issues. People like Professor Kivutha Kibwana. Some of these people can actually appeal to a certain voting bloc. Someone like Sonko. So in my view, Raila Odinga needs to reach out to these 6 individuals. Not all of them will agree. But if he can win 1 or 2 or even 3, would be a boost for his 2022 presidential bid. And later on in the day, I'm going to dissect the Deputy President William Ruto tour of Bungoma. Because that tour of Bungoma was hugely successful. And there are so many things we can learn from it. So I'm going to dissect that. But for now, if you're watching this video for the first time, please click the subscribe button now, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to encourage you, thank you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is today. Thank you guys, and please, may you enjoy your day.